Another conspiracy theory floated by the far right has been debunked by the far right. Oops. So this involves Capitol rioters not being actually MAGA, but federal agents in disguise. So they're like Decepticons, but dumber. This is despite, of course, all of their alleged feds being charged with crimes and not being actual feds. Now, the latest conspiracy to be debunked is actually thanks to footage released by House Speaker MAGA Mike Johnson, who is an election denier. And last week, he released 90 hours of recordings from January 6th. In one of the clips showing rioter Kevin Lyons decked out in a MAGA hat and flashing what they claim is a government ID at the camera. I'm going to give you a better look at this picture. So that's from the video. You can see that. Now, that image ignited a firestorm on the right wing that has been actually captured by several high-profile Republicans, starting with Senator Mike Lee. He was among one of the Republican congressmen who said, "Aha! He's a Fed. Got you." He said, "I can't wait to ask FBI Director Christopher Wray," who's, by the way, a Republican, "about this at our next oversight hearing. I predict that, as always, his answers will be 97% information free." Now, it's not just Mike Lee. You have Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, who also posted a picture of Lyons saying he had a law enforcement badge in his hand while disguised as a Trump supporter in a MAGA hat. Ah, you see, Fed. Benny Johnson also wrote this: "An undercover federal agent with a badge fully disguised as a Trump supporter inside the U.S. Capitol January 6th. January 6th was a Fed setup. Cops opened the doors. Inside job. All J6ers should be released on grounds of entrapment." Now, look, you've seen the pictures. Was Lyons holding an ID? No, it's a vape. It's not an ID. Okay, think about this too, okay? I mean, other than the fact that we have picture evidence that that is not an ID. Think about if you're a federal agent infiltrating protests on January 6th with an express mission to discredit MAGA supporters. Okay, why then would you flash your badge at a camera? Why then? Why would you do such things? It doesn't make any sense. If you believe it, you're a knucklehead. I mean, you'd have to be the dumbest infiltrator ever, and unless putting on a MAGA hat instantly drains your IQ, that just doesn't seem possible. Although you could make an argument that, you know, people who wear the MAGA hat have had their IQs drained. But is it the chicken or the egg? Do you have to be an idiot to put on the hat, or does putting on the hat make you an idiot? I'm not sure. Now, some right-wingers who did share the post backtracked after this came out. Representative Marjorie Greene, for instance, removed this line, "a law enforcement badge in his hand while disguised as a Trump supporter in a MAGA hat," from her post, but it could still be seen by reviewing edits on the platform Monday morning. Benny Johnson also appeared to remove his post sharing the theory. It was no longer on his X profile by Monday morning, and Newsweek could not verify the veracity of the tweet. Mike Lee's post, however, he's posting through it, man. He's like, I'm not taking that down. I'm not taking it down. Never. He has not even addressed the criticism that Lyons was holding a vape, and the guy got murdered in community notes. I know, sometimes community notes are absolute bangers. Here's what this one said. "The person is not flashing a badge. He's not a government employee or source. It is Kevin Lyons, who was recently sentenced to 4 years in jail for his actions on January 6th. He called police officers Nazis." Look, I mean, well done community notes on that one. Okay. Now, Mike Lee doesn't care, posting through it. He also faced criticism from former Republican Representative Liz Cheney and others. Here's what Cheney said. "You're a lawyer, Mike. You're capable of understanding the scores of January 6 verdicts and rulings in our federal courts. You didn't object to electors on January 6 because you knew what Trump was doing was unconstitutional, and you know Now, what you're doing now is wrong. It's been rare for U.S. senators to parrot such blatant disinformation, but here we are, posted Politico reporter Kyle Cheney. I mean, look, what do you expect? When Liz Cheney owns you, boy, do you know you're in the wrong. But some of these people, I mean, it is very clear that they do not care about the truth. They don't care about evidence. They don't care about reality, and are still claiming, no, it wasn't us. It wasn't us. Wasn't one of our guys. No, it's a setup. It's a setup. Infiltrators. It's like what Mikey always says.
Just forget about the evidence.
All they have are conspiracy theories, because at the end of the day, they cannot take personal responsibility over their absolute failure to help Donald Trump illegally stay in power. Blame's got to go somewhere.